doctor lifted the female patient's legs, then injected her with a muscle relaxant. Once her muscles were completely relaxed, he administered anesthetic gas. In just 0.001 seconds, the woman lost consciousness. The doctor then lifted her neck, used a speculum to open her mouth, and inserted an oxygen tube. After she was fully sedated, the doctor taped her eyes shut. It was supposed to be a routine abortion procedure. The doctor was performing the operation while explaining the process to students. Suddenly, the anesthesiologist sat up from his chair. Noticing the patient's blood pressure dropping rapidly, everyone grew tense, staring intently at the monitoring equipment. Turned to normal, just a false alarm. However, when the surgery was successfully completed, the woman remained unconscious. No matter how loudly the doctor called to her, the patient showed no response. The doctor quickly checked her pupils but got no reaction. The lead surgeon rushed over to examine her and declared the patient brain dead. Yet the woman had no prior medical conditions, and there had been no complications during the surgery. She had slipped into a coma without any warning signs. After consultation with several senior physicians, they theorized she might have had an allergic reaction to the anesthesia. After all, in every 100,000 general anesthesia procedures, about 6 patients develop unexplained complications. The hospital classified the incident as a statistical probability. But Dr. Lisa was determined to investigate the cause of death. The woman wasn't just her close friend, she had come to this hospital on Lisa's recommendation. Lisa began reviewing all the records from the surgery. Although nothing in the documentation suggested improper procedures, she found a suspicious lab report. They had tested her friend's tissue samples, which wasn't required for an abortion procedure. This puzzled the husband as well. Even more strangely, the lab report had no identification code, and the name of the requesting doctor was missing. The husband suggested it might have been a mix-up, as such mistakes had happened in the lab before. He urged his wife not to overthink things, especially since the hospital had already investigated the incident. But Lisa still felt something wasn't right. She decided to visit the lab for answers. When she found the doctor on duty, he explained that the form was computer-generated. The hospital had a policy where the system randomly selected patients for additional testing. Lisa didn't believe this explanation. She went to the records department to review the files, but couldn't find that particular code in the computer system. Determined to uncover the truth, she persistently requested access to the records of all coma patients from the past year. However, when she finally received the list, she was stunned by what she saw.